Welcome, Geeklings, to the very first episode of the Geek Guild podcast. It's recorded on, August 12th?
Yep,
right?
Today's the 12th.
This is Titan, and with me is...
Trist.
And, so we've always wanted to do a podcast, and now that we have a better setup, we have a better microphone, starting to move on up in the YouTube podcast world, I would say.
I guess the YouTube...
audio-video world?
The audio-video world, because
Okay,
I feel like we started from the very bottom.
Yeah.
Now we're here.
Now we're here?
Yeah, something like that.
Bottom, now we're here?
Yeah.
So, so we just want to take this time to kind of introduce ourselves a little bit. I feel like we never really did that in a video yet. I mean...
Yeah, that's true.
So we just want to take this time to introduce ourselves, explain why we started doing this in the channel, and I mean, why did you want to start doing this?
You know, I was home a lot. I didn't have a job. I played games, all the time anyway. Yeah. So I was like, the YouTube content seems like something that would be fun. And I was like, ooh, I'll try streaming. So then I started buying, the good computer.
The very good computer.
The very good computer. And it just kind of rolled downhill. And then once you guys, got on board.
Finally moved in.
Yeah, got on board. It made things a lot easier. So... It was basically for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, same thing for me. I mean, whenever you came to me and Doc Fluff about this and said, I want to start doing this, I mean, both of us were completely on board about this. And I was just like, yes, I've always wanted to do the whole YouTube thing, the streaming thing. Yeah. I thought it's so much fun. Personally, I haven't streamed yet. I mean, you've been streaming and I've just joined you.
Yeah.
But, my computer isn't as great as I thought it was. Until Mr. Alienware over there showed up and kind of showed mine up.
Hey, it supports the channel.
It does.
That's what it's there for.
That's all it's there for. No, it doesn't do anything else. It's just there for the channel.
Just for the channel.
Yeah, so, but mine are the same reasons as Trist. I've always wanted to do this for fun. I think I've always enjoyed entertaining people, and I felt like if I can just make one person laugh, that is just everything to me.
And I think the people that actually come to YouTube or to Twitch or start doing podcasts, I think they do it for the wrong reasons. I think they're looking for a quick buck. Yeah, and sometimes I think people who do that don't make it very far. And I've heard that a lot. People who do that do not make it very far. I've seen hundreds of people on Twitch spamming, donate $1, sub goal, And I think that's reaching a little bit. Yeah. Why not just do it because you like it? If you happen to get paid down the road, that's something different.
Exactly. All of us do this just because it's so much fun. And I've had so much fun doing this. I mean, doing what I love, playing video games, playing board games, talking about everything geekiness. Mm-hmm. Got it?
There you go. Get it in there.
It's really a dream come true. And if this does take us somewhere, then that's even better.
Yeah, and if our 57 subscribers is where it stops.
What?
That's fine too, because we're gonna put out content regardless. We love everybody's input, but we do it for our subscribers, yes, but we enjoy doing it, so it's not a job.
So January, we will be going where?
We're going to PAX South.
PAX South.
We're going to PAX South.
I cannot wait. I cannot tell you how excited I am. Whenever Dusty told me about this at work, he texted me and was like, tickets are on sale.
Dude, that day was epic.
I called you immediately. I was like, tickets are on sale now. You need to seriously jump on that.
Yeah, because it was, PAX is something, especially with it being PAX South for the first time.
Very first one.
You don't know how well it's going to do. I know that people are going to fly in. I know Justin Flynn, the streamer's going to fly in. I know people from Rooster Teeth are going to be there. I know that PAX brings a lot of people, but for the region, you don't know. You can't really put your feelers out at how much people will really want to go. Well, we got the feelers, and we found out real quick how fast they go.
Sold out in what, hour and a half, 2 hours?
3-day passes sold out within under 2 hours for sure.
That is ridiculous. That is absolutely mind blowing. I mean, how many tickets do you think they actually had? Maybe
I don't know. They limit you to 4 when you were buying. So the 4 that we got
were just the limit. That was it.
That was the limit that you could get because you get put into the queue.
Yeah.
You got to wait your turn.
This is why I'm glad you have an at-home job. Yeah. Because I was just like, yes, she can do it.
Yeah, because I was running across the street. I was telling Stitch, I was like, PAX tickets are on sale. I'm going to put them on the credit card. We're going. And she's like, okay. So I ran across the street and I was like, oh my God. Because on the ticket it was or the website it was limited available that when I got back across the street, and I was like, already.
That is so fast.
I was like, oh my god.
That's what, within 10 minutes of walking across the street?
Yeah, and that was after you had texted me. I was like, good god, this is going to go so fast.
I kind of feel bad for Dusty because the next day I was like, I got my ticket. Like within maybe 30 minutes I was like, I got my ticket.
Did he say if he was going to go?
No, he didn't get a ticket.
He could go to one day.
He can go. Yeah, I told him that. I was like, you can go with us for one day. I mean,
yeah.
But
San Antonio, Texas, January, end of January.
I think it's January. I want to say either 14th through 16th or something like that. 13th through 16th. I can't remember. But if for those of you who don't know, PAX is a board gaming. It is a mainly video game convention. Kind of, I think. From my understanding, it's more of a kind of developers get together, kind of show off a little. Not so much
panels,
not so much E3,
right?
But a little kind of minor.
Yeah.
They have PAX Prime. Oh, January. I've just been informed. Mm-hmm. January 23rd through 25th is PAX South. But they have PAX Prime, which is I want to say in Seattle. I think it's in Seattle, and then they have PAX East, which is in Boston.
Yep.
Now they have PAX South.
They have Australia and across the world, but yeah.
They do have Australia PAX, yes.
Yes. But yeah, like, it's crazy. And I mean, I remember seeing panels, like, going on Twitch and watching the PAX East panels, and I'm like, holy crap, we're going to be there. Like, Stitch wants to compete in the Ticket to Ride tournament. Like,
I want to do the Marvel Dice Masters. Personally,
yeah.
I think I'm on a pretty good streak so far.
Yeah, so, like, there are... my mind just can't wrap around exactly what's going to happen because I know it's going to be pretty epic.
I think I'm going to get a GoPro and like strap it to my forehead and just walk around the entire convention just like that all day long.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. We're going to be in San Antonio the Thursday night before.
Yeah. And
we're leaving on Sunday after the end of the convention. So we're going to be there in town. So if you guys are at PAX and you want to meet up with us, definitely tweet us. We'll have our Twitters.
If there is at least one person that meets up with us, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be like so surreal. I never thought that. I mean, if it does happen, I would never think that anybody would like want to meet me,
right?
Like,
or be like, hey, Titan, from across like a room.
I'd be like, huh?
Are you talking to me?
So, but we do have plans, maybe to cosplay. I have recently fell in love with Guardians of the Galaxy and would like to do Star-Lord or Blaziken. I don't know. I'm kind of in between each one.
Yeah. And I mean, it's going to be a good time of year to go because it'll be after the holiday sales and the holiday games come out. Like, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a great time. I'm excited. We're going to be recording everything.
Yes.
I mean, everything.
We're going to be taking...
GoPros on everyone's forehead. I'm serious. Front and back.
You know, we should get one of those poles.
The vlog stick?
The vlog stick.
I want like a 17-foot vlog stick. Huge. I want it massive.
Yeah.
With like a straw and like a drink at the end of it.
You're ridiculous.
Let's get real with this thing.
But yeah, like, it's going to be crazy. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great time. And I think for us as a channel, a good first experience getting kind of our toes in public water. Yeah. I mean, we did the whole free comic book day, but something on this scale, like convention water.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I would love to start attending more conventions. You know, there's Gen Con that's going on right now. I think no, it starts Thursday. I can't remember.
I've seen some
it's a
stuff
4-day.
on Twitch.
It's a 4-day event. At Gen Con, it's a huge board gaming convention. Huge. I think it's like the biggest in the nation. It's Indianapolis.
Okay.
And, you know, I'd like to go there maybe one day.
San Diego Comic-Con.
San Diego Comic-Con one day.
BlizzCon.
It will happen. BlizzCon. I feel like that's out of my league. Like, I like Diablo and that's about it.
Yeah, I think I'm a little more into the Blizzard.
Yeah. How many hours you got clocked into WoW? Just like, on rough estimate. How many hours do you think?
I think when it comes to days, it's 30 days. So however many hours.
I think you have way more than that.
Maybe more. Maybe more.
Like, okay, when I was playing Call of Duty, like, and I played, like, seriously played Call of Duty, I think I played Black Ops, the first one, at least 30 days.
Yeah, then maybe I have longer. I haven't gotten on to WoW recently, but now Warlords of Draenor is coming out, so you know I'm going to be right on there.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I want to plunge into the MMO scene yet.
Just yet.
WildStar, maybe. I might
That's where we differ. That's where we differ.
It reminds me of Ratchet and Clank, and that's why I think I like it so much. I love Ratchet and Clank. I love Jak and Daxter, and that's what it reminds me of. Seriously, like those old PS2.
I'm more of it's like an open world Fable for me.
It really is, though. I mean, honestly, it is. When I played it I played it for about a month, and it was so overwhelming. It blew my mind.
If somebody has not even put any sort of time into MMOs, when you go on World of Warcraft, I can't even tell you how many forums that I was on, how many books I have on my bookshelf.
I know, it's crazy. You were just like, here's some armor, here's what to do in the beginning. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Macros, add-ons.
My bookmarks are full already.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. It was just so much. But yeah, hopefully PAX will go well.
And I'm hoping that, we'll get some business cards printed out, get our names out there.
I heard that there are business cards that are coins.
Really?
I heard about these, and a guy had one, and it was his logo in the middle, and his email address and name and number were on the outside rim of the coin.
You know what would be pretty cool, too, is if we got, the codes, the little square,
QR codes?
The QR codes, and had it on the back, and the QR code took it to the YouTube channel.
That'd be cool. How many QR codes have you scanned in your lifetime?
Good point. Touche.
I will tell you what, I have not scanned very many QR codes in my lifetime, and the ones that I do never really work, so...
That's true. But yeah, we definitely need to, network a little bit, so we can, maybe put some more content out there that is exclusive, or do more giveaways, or, just really take the channel to another level, and, give everybody what they deserve, and what we would really like to do.
Yeah, so... But, as geeky people, we do love playing board games. What are some good experiences you've had with board games lately? I know we haven't really played much now that me and Doc Fluff have moved in. I mean, we have played board games before, but is there any time where you remember wow, this is the best board game moment in my board game history?
Wow, that's such a deep question.
I know. I kind of put you on the spot with that one, but
there's not one that really stands out. It's just that board games have been a part of my life for such a long time that I can remember, me and Doc Fluff playing, board games when she could barely walk. Simple stuff. And it's something that's just kind of carried on through my adulthood, and it's been awesome.
Did you play Monopoly together?
We were we liked Manacala, we liked Scattergories.
You played House Rule Risk. I played with Doc Fluff once, and it was so much crap. And she was like, "Oh, but you got to do this."
Are you sure she was just not winning? It could have been.
Whatever. I don't want to talk about that time.
I just feel like board games take you to another place to where you can strategize and do things even if you're not very good at it. But not only that, it gives you reasons to hang out with some of your best friends.
Exactly. And that's why I think I love board gaming so much. I was so heavily into video games. And whenever me and Doc Fluff had lived together previously in the apartment in Temple, she would always get mad at me because I'd be on my computer 24/7. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to find a way, and she wasn't into the whole, I played League of Legends very heavily at the time, and
right.
She just wasn't into that whole, she's not very good at video games, let's be honest.
Well, it's not that she's not very good.
She just gets mad very fast.
She is one, and Stitch is the same way. I mean, I have to say on my side as well. If they're not the best,
they won't play.
They don't want to play.
I don't want to play.
They don't. They're not a try-hard type gamer
like you and me.
Yes, Bronze 5, Cardboard 3 on League, and
you will take that. You hold that strong.
And
you are holding down Bronze 5. I'll tell you what.
But you know what? I play because I enjoy.
Exactly. I mean, that's the whole point of us playing any sort of game. It's just because we enjoy it. It's not the fact of winning. I mean, unless you're actually competing, but even then, I think it's still you enjoy it.
Right. So, and that's what that's what board games are all about. And there's such a wide variety that I think it can appeal to anybody if they really gave them a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I remember playing when I was younger. I'd play Monopoly and Risk and what's it called? The one where you put the little circles in the thing. You have to try to make a
Connect 4.
Yeah, Connect 4. Mm-hmm. I used to play that and with my sister and do that kind of stuff, and it was fun. But until I met you, after I started dating Doc Fluff, and I finally met you, you showed me, what was it, Arkham Horror? Or something like that, and we played that, and I was just like, there is something beyond Monopoly.
Yeah.
And designer board games finally got introduced to me, and that was probably the greatest moment of my life. I think that was probably the greatest moment, is playing that first game of Arkham Horror and learning that there is more than Monopoly.
Because people think, oh my god, you spend like $80 on a board game, but...
Like Scrabble, oh no!
I mean, hold a Scrabble board and then hold a Fantasy Flight board game.
Oh my god, it's...
Night and day. Like
literally night and day.
The textures are different. The quality is different. You get bigger game pieces. I mean, it's not just... I mean, yes, you're buying the game, how to play, and the mechanics, but you're also purchasing little pieces that you won't find anywhere else.
Exactly. Like, take for instance, Marvel Dice Masters.
Yes.
Each of those dice are made to that character. I mean, they have... So far, I mean, they have Avengers vs. X-Men.
Right.
They're coming out with Uncanny X-Men, and then they will be coming out with Dungeons & Dragons. Mm-hmm. And right now, I think Avengers vs. X-Men has 132 characters, like cards, like 3 characters, you know, so there's like 40-something times 3, I don't know. I can't do math right now. But each of those...
I don't do math good.
Each of those has a set of dice. Mm. So, I mean, 40-some-odd different dice, and they're beautiful dice.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, every time I see them, I just have to go touch them.
Yeah.
I have to arrange them in nice, pretty squares, and I mean, it's just, and that's why I think I'm so happy I finally got into designer board games. It's like you said, it's the experience. There's an experience when you're playing like Call of Duty, for instance. And
oh my god!
And I love.
There's
Call
a
of Duty.
hyphy, and then there's like
there's
the
a
bottom of
no,
the
but
barrel.
you don't know real hyphy until you get that quadra kill, and you're about to go for that penta with the Katarina ultimate.
Yeah.
There is a real hyphy there. But I mean, it's like playing Call of Duty, and I played lots of Call of Duty with my friends, you know, and I had great times, late school nights.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And but it can't be matched to whenever you play a board game and you sit across from somebody and you're having those moments and you're spending time together and you're face to face with someone. That is my favorite thing about board gaming. It's great. I love every moment of it. Every game we play, it's so fun to me. And
it's cool with a lot of the games that we have, there's like an us versus them mentality. Like, you have like the game master.
We like the
co-ops.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you definitely have that strategy based on there as well. So, like, you work well as a team type thing.
Descent,
oh my god, that's such an epic game.
It's so good. It's very...
We have to do a review on that.
Yeah, we will. Eventually, but man, that is a great game. And Eldritch. Perfect co-op game. I mean, that game is like hard. Literally, Cthulhu is just beating you down the entire time. But you're having so much fun. Whether you win or lose, it's still a great experience. Going from India to China, getting all the relics and closing the giant gates from Rila or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
It's a crazy experience.
Yeah, it is very crazy. But, I mean, it's definitely, like, it's, you know, people don't understand until they play, I think.
Until they play, yeah.
And it's not available to everybody, and that's what I'm hoping that the YouTube channel will do. It'll open that door to people that are just curious, and it'll draw them in and be like, let's try this.
I mean, look at the King of Tokyo one. How many views does it have now? Like,
wow, a lot.
I mean, a lot. I haven't looked lately, but I mean, last time I think it was like 150 or something like that.
Yeah. I
mean, the King of Tokyo gameplay was like an hour and some odd minutes long, and people watch that.
They watch it and watch it and watch it.
That's crazy. And whenever you showed me the what is it, the logistics of it? Mm-hmm. Or the statistics? I can't remember.
Yeah, the analytical.
The analytics. The analytics. That one. And seeing people like from other countries looking at.
I know, videos. Like Israel, Jordan, and it's just like, what?
That was crazy. I thought that was awesome. That it's not just in America, it's other countries.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day I'll be able to go to Japan and be able to, like, someone will just spot me out in the middle of a crowd and they'll give me a hug.
They'll be
and
like,
a selfie.
King of Tokyo!
Exactly. You know, it's just, I hope to have that.
Yeah, that's very, very awesome.
So, are there any video game experiences?
You know, video games, you know, I feel like I was pretty lucky because I've been able to have almost every console when they came out.
And that is no joke.
Yes,
and that is no joke.
You know, I grew up in the 80s. Then when the Nintendo came, I had the Atari. When the Nintendo,
the Sega Genesis,
the Super Nintendo, the Sega Genesis, the 64. I mean, as it grew, I mean, even the handheld games, the Sega, what was it?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That
Game Gear.
Yes, yeah.
The Game Gear.
That thing was massive too. It was like a brick.
It was a brick. And then you had, you know, Nintendo came out with all that kind of stuff. So for me, games have always been so important, whether they're board or video. It's always been such a big part of my life. It's crazy to me when I think back of, like, how I was as a kid, and I'm like, you know, a lot has not really changed with me and what I like and dislike. Yeah. Especially when it comes to games. But I think, you know, from the ground up...
It's like an escape almost.
It is. It's a hobby. And people that say, oh, you know, it's not really a hobby, you're playing a game. It's a hobby.
It really is, though. I mean, people dedicate their lives to this. I mean, look at, like, TSM.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, they live all in a house together and they dedicate their lives to that game. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely. Good for them. You go for it, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I could handle that stress and that, like...
Being on.
I mean, that's crazy. League of Legends takes a lot of mind power. And thinking of a team like that, that's crazy.
So what about you and video games? I know that you were a big Call of Duty guy.
Oh, I was a big Call of Duty guy. I played MLG, like an MLG circuit for a season.
I did too.
It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I remember when Black Ops came out, I played, there was one tournament, it was like a AK-74U only, no perks.
Oh, wow.
Nuketown only, and it was 1v1, I rocked that. AK-74U, I had so many hours on that thing, like, it used to show you.
Yeah.
And it was the most try-hard gun. I was like, but I rocked that thing. Grip and rapid fire, nobody could stop me.
I remember the first time that Doc Fluff told me, or showed me a picture of who she was dating. It was when you were in the Call of Duty tournament at the local grocery store.
At HEB, yeah.
At HEB.
Yeah.
And I was like, so how'd he do it? And she's like, oh, he won. And I was like, what?
I won.
You were dating a guy that won?
And I remember the last round, I just used a pistol and a knife. Like, I used the Magnum and the knife, and I won still.
Were they, like, children, or were they adults?
No, they were people our age.
Really?
Like, I remember going to school the next day, and they were like, yeah, who won it? And they kind of pointed at me, and I was just sitting there in the corner like, yeah, you know. But it was a cool experience, and I think I always liked kind of the...
So what do you think... Okay, so speaking of Call of Duty.
Okay.
So the franchise has been around churning stuff out forever.
Okay.
I played Call of Duty religiously. Okay, so let me give you backstory. I went from Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six is hard. I could never get into
Vegas.
That was hard.
My favorite.
Like, I could not wrap my mind around that game.
Rainbow Six Vegas was my favorite. But anyway, so then I moved to Call of Duty. Call of Duty was epic. And then I feel like as the game has progressed, even to Ghosts, it's been so watered down, and it's the same game but different maps. Like, what is your take on where it's gone?
Honestly, I would say my favorite Call of Duty, hands down, will always be the first Black Ops.
Me too.
I mean, really,
oh my
it
God,
had everything. Real. Like, it felt perfectly balanced.
For real.
Well, I remember we would play Domination, and me and my buddies, we'd have a full team, and we'd play Nuketown, and I would literally sit there with an M60 Big Mag, 300 rounds, I think 400 rounds. You didn't even reload because it was just all your mags in one. I would sit on B and just sit there and just hold down the trigger with Scavenger Pro, collecting things. Like, if they were gonna die, they would die next to me so I could pick up their bag.
Nuketown was like one of the top maps.
It was fun. It was really annoying, but it was fun. Yeah. Like, if I didn't do good, I'd just leave. I don't want to deal with it. But back to your question. I think for what Call of Duty is now, I don't know how much longer it's going to last. Honestly, with the way it's going, I don't see it lasting much longer. I thought Titanfall was going to push it out of the way. I really did. Titanfall is such a fun game.
Yeah, I still haven't played it.
Oh my God. If I get an Xbox One, I'm buying Titanfall. That game is so ridiculously fun. Every time I go to Dusty's house...
But is it like a Halo?
It's, how would I explain it? It is, it's like Call of Duty. I mean, it really is. It's like Call of Duty, but with like wall running and jetpacks and stealth cloaks and giant mechs that you get to just ride around it and punch people with and shoot giant lasers at, and the mechs really add a whole level of just complexity to the game. I mean, once you get a mech, if you're one of the first guys to get a mech on any of the teams, I mean, you're gonna go on a streak until someone either rodeos you, so they jump on your back, rip off a panel, start shooting you in the head. And
crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's everything I want out of a game. But I really thought that game was going to push Call of Duty out of the way. I don't know why it hasn't.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
I just feel
it's
like
still around.
I went from Titanfall. I played Titanfall, and the servers went down on the Xbox One, and I went to the 360 for a little while and played Ghost, I think. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to jump and do boosts and run on the wall. I was like, I just felt nailed to the ground. Mm-hmm. I think from a strategic point, Call of Duty might be a little better, especially with Search and Destroy. And I remember I played on a team for a little while, and that's what we would always play at Search and Destroy or Domination. And Search and Destroy, I don't like. It gets my nerves going, and I don't know. It's too tense for me. But I do see some pro Titanfall players, and they're just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel like Call of Duty is, I don't know.
Like you said, it's watered down.
It's very watered down. I feel like it's been taken over, no offense, by the younger generation.
But that is true. It's like 13, 14-year-olds who talk about your mom all day long.
Exactly. And I mean, I am not, when I'm going to game, if I suck and I miss something, you don't have to tell me something I don't already know.
Exactly.
You screaming at me in my headset is not going to make a difference.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
So I think,
and it's like playing League, where you're playing a normal game and everybody's getting mad at you, and it's not even a ranked game, dude.
Yeah,
calm down.
Just calm down.
Exactly.
I just think it'll eventually fizzle out. I think this next one is definitely. I mean, they did a good. I think when they added the zombie aspect, it definitely took it to another level.
I put so many hours into zombies.
They should have just made a whole separate game.
See, but that's why I like Treyarch. That's why I like Treyarch. Whenever they do Call of Duty, I like them more. Infinity Ward does Modern Warfare. Treyarch always does Black Ops.
Who did World at War?
Treyarch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Treyarch innovates to me.
Right.
Like they were the first ones to do the interactive maps where you could press a button and doors would open and stuff like that, and you would just change the whole map up. Or you could have zip lines and go across the map. It wasn't the smartest thing to do, but you kind of left yourself wide open.
Exactly.
They did the dolphin diving. They did everything new. And then Infinity Ward was like, oh crap, we need to catch up on that. And now Infinity Ward, I want to say Advanced Warfare, the new one's coming out. I think that's Sledgehammer. I'm not too sure. Sledgehammer did Black Ops 2, I want to say.
Okay.
They did that in junction with Treyarch. They did together. But Treyarch introduced Zombies, and Zombies was so much fun.
I spent more hours playing Zombies once it came out than I did playing the actual regular games.
I mean, we would have late night Zombies, and we'd get to around 200, and we would just see how far we can get. 200, I think, was my max.
Yeah, I didn't make it that far.
I remember you, me, and Dog Fluff had tried playing, and you guys would get motion sick.
God, it was so bad. So that's the worst thing about first-person shooters. For me, I get so sick so fast.
That's so sad. That's such a sad way to live.
I mean, I'm not the only one.
Yeah, that's true. So, whenever we do split screen, I have my sensitivity on 14, and you have yours on 3, and I'm just flying around doing spins.
Yeah,
no. I can't play.
Yeah, I can't watch you. You just play by yourself. I'm going to read a book.
So, but I mean,
I think Call of Duty will be around just for a little bit longer, but I think it's going to fizzle out.
I think if they introduced a rank system... Black Ops 2 had a rank system, but it was garbage. It was garbage. It was trash. I mean, I got to gold in no time. And after that, if you don't play every single day, 4 games a day, you just drop straight down to unranked. I think that's kind of stupid. I don't know. I think they should have... I think they won't, but I think they should implement something a little like League, where it's very, very time consuming. If you want to be good, you need to play that game.
Like a 3 out of 5 type thing.
Something
that would make
that.
it
Like promotions.
Longer.
Like promotions, exactly. But it just... And I honestly, I don't remember very well if they did have that or not in the League system in Black Ops. I don't think they did. I don't think it was that high tech or advanced. I don't think it was that advanced. But I think if they did introduce in Advanced Warfare a really good rank system, I think that would carry them probably another 2 more. Two more Call of Duties.
Yeah, I agree. It's getting stale very quickly. Yeah.
So, but enough about Call of Duty. I want to talk about Last of Us. I know you haven't played this game, but you seriously need to sit down with Stitch and just watch her play that game. It is beautiful. It is one of the most beautiful games.
This is the remastered. Let's say
the remastered.
That.
Yes, the remastered on PS4. It is so gorgeous. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. It's everything I wanted in the game. I remember I was playing it the other night, and I just had to sit there and pan. And just look at all the stuff. And the detail in that is gorgeous.
I mean, I remember walking out, I was playing ARAM or something, and I went out to get a drink of water, and Stitch was playing it, and I bought it. I mean, I bought it. She asked me, hey, do you want it? It's the remaster. And I was like, yeah, because we were Xbox people, and now that we have a PlayStation, we want to play, like, the Uncharted and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, sure, buy it. I had no idea it was zombies until you said something.
Well, I mean, they're zombies, okay. It's like fungus zombies.
Oh, okay. But I walked out, and I thought that she was watching a movie for some reason. Because the cutscenes in the beginning...
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Pretty epic.
I mean, really good. I sat there, and I was like... I just kept saying, wow.
You know what it reminds me of? Battlefield 4. The Battlefield 4 start cutscenes, I have to catch my breath.
I never played the story mode. I never, honestly, I never played, Call of Duty story modes. I never played Battlefield story modes.
I never played Call of Duty.
I just jumped straight into the multiplayer. I was like, I don't care about that crap.
Yeah.
And, but yeah. I think, right now, I just want to play more Last of Us.
Yeah, I definitely need to put the time in, because it's back up to the top. I think in the UK, right now, it went back to the top-selling video game. I mean, this is a game that has been out for a while. Yeah. All they did was add a little bit more content, maybe?
It's the same amount. I mean, they have the DLC, and the DLC is just a prologue to the story itself. And I think, it is, it's kind of, what's her name?
Sarah?
No, the little girl, Ellie, I think her name is. I can't remember. I haven't really played it that much. It's like her story, a little before what happened, I think. And, I think that's crazy. So, enough about, I think, console gaming. I want to talk about handheld gaming. Like, you're Nintendo. Okay. What do you like playing on your 3DS?
So, I've gone through... The thing with me and the 3DS is I go in waves. I go up and down, up and down. Sometimes I'll play a bunch of games. Sometimes I'll play a couple. Sometimes I play one game all the time. Currently, I am playing Pokemon again.
Pokemon what? Which one?
Why? I had to think about it. But yes.
The bird one.
Yes. Stitch has X, so I always get the other one, so I had Y.
Yeah. So I'm surprised you didn't get X. That's the blue one.
It's the blue one, but it was like the deer with the antlers.
Xerneas? Dude, that guy dominates.
Yeah, but, I'm getting Sapphire, though. I am getting Sapphire.
I'm getting Ruby.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I'm getting Ruby.
Stitch is getting Ruby, but I feel like the 3DS is epic. Like, you know as well as I do. Going from the 2DS to... Was it the 2DS?
I had a 2DS. I had the big square tablet. And
Made for 4-year-olds. Made for 4-year-olds.
I passed that down to Doc Fluff, and I upgraded and bought myself a nice, pretty 3DS XL.
Isn't there such a difference?
It's a huge difference.
It's huge.
But 2DS isn't bad.
It's not.
I'm not saying it's crap or don't buy it. Honestly, if you want to buy it, good. It's cheap. It's like $130.
Perfect for little kids.
Perfect, and they released it right at the same time, X and Y. That is genius.
Genius.
The
whole Pokemon thing with me, I never played it as a kid. Yeah. I never played the trading card game.
There's a tear rolling down my eye.
It was just not my thing. Magic wasn't either, and as I got older, I started playing it.
Magic is just too hard.
It's not that bad. But, so when I first started playing Pokemon, I started with Black, and then I went to Black 2, and this was right when Black 2 came out. I went to Black to see if I wanted to get Black 2. And the thing is that I thought that in every route I had to stop and catch every single Pokemon. So I've yet to finish the game. I've yet to get to the end game, and I swear I'm going to get to the end game and I'm going to battle. And I'm going to battle.
Elite Four, and you're just...
Well, no, because
you're talking about
the breeding, the EVs, the IVs.
That's too hard. I don't know. I think that's a great thing to do. I know a lot of people love doing that, but... You did the whole thing where you were like, oh, I'm just going to catch I'm not going to leave this route till I have every single Pokemon on this route. And you were like, and whenever I finished it, I was like, you have finished it? You're like, I'm not past Route 2 yet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I beat the Elite Four, all my Pokemon are level 100.
And you were like, oh, I have 12, 13 hours in it. And I'm like, dude, I'm sitting here in 50 hours and I'm barely getting anywhere.
I beat my first playthrough, I think I beat it with 26 hours.
Wow.
I mean, that's me blowing through it. I had the best team. I was like, this is going to beat the Elite Four. Went right through it. And the Elite Four, let me tell you, it is the easiest thing ever.
Really?
Probably one of the easiest Elite Fours. Diamond, or no. What was the last one? Black?
Black.
That is the hardest Elite Four I have ever done. I mean, it is they kick my ass. I can't get past the Psychic chick. I'm like, I can't do it. It's so hard.
Yeah, so now that I have, like, you know, how to play it properly, I kind
of like pass it on to you. I was like, just catch them as you go. I mean, if you don't got it, just go.
Wonder Train, oh my god. X and Y changed the game.
With Wonder Train.
Not
only did they step into the 3D world, I mean, really upgrade everything.
The graphics, oh my god.
Yeah, my favorite. Honestly, though, Ruby is still my favorite. Ruby on the, what was it? The
Advanced?
The SD was on the SD. It was on the SD too. The flip one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Man, I had 400 hours into that game. Ruby was my favorite. And that's why when they re-released it, I'm like, yes.
Oh, the SP.
The SP, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
But I think X and Y, like, it brought Pokemon to a whole new level. Like, I didn't think Nintendo could do it. I mean, Nintendo at that time when X and Y came out, the Wii U had come out. It was lagging behind. People weren't really into it.
But see, the only thing I have to say about that is the reason people beat it up so much is because it was the first console to come out.
That's true.
There was an 8-year stretch before the PS4 and the Xbox One came out. Wii U came out before them. Wii U took all that flack. They're like, this is what we get after 6 years.
Right.
This is what we get. No super amazing thing. So I think they kind of went a little dumb on that.
But I think that everybody kind of doubted Nintendo at that point. They were like, are they going to come out with any content that people are going to keep the company going? And then
Pokemon. Those diehard Nintendo fans.
Pokemon,
Legend of Zelda,
Super Mario.
Yes. They will carry Nintendo at Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart.
Yep.
Carry Nintendo. I mean, this is such a great strategy. Why release a new IP when there's nothing wrong with the ones you have? I mean, they're doing what Codename Steam or Codename Steam. Mm-hmm. That's like an XCOM type like strategy game. I think it's really cool. I'll enjoy it. It's for the 3DS. You know, they have all these really great games. The Yoshi's Woolly World. Mm-hmm. I know you're excited about that one.
Stitch more than me, but yes. Yeah. Yoshi is my favorite Mario character.
Yeah. So I think I'm excited for Hyrule Warriors and the new
Splatoon. Oh my god, that is going to be... I mean, I looked at it and, like, I know probably the kids were going crazy, but as the adult, I don't
know. You should have seen me. I was pushing those kids over, like, I want to see first.
I mean, it's, like, amazing. Yeah. Oh, God. I think that they have definitely turned things around. Now, when people ask what type of console should I get...
Wii U. Right now,
Wii U is right there.
Right now, the console you should buy is the Wii U. Honestly, right now, Xbox One doesn't have really anything right now. PS4 doesn't really have anything right now.
Right.
Wii U, if you want your money's worth, get that. They're coming out with Bayonetta next month, Hyrule Warriors next month.
Mario Kart 8. Oh my god.
August 27th, there will be the first Mario Kart 8 patch. They will be releasing 3 new karts for free. You ain't got to unlock them or anything like that. You just go in and download them. Mercedes-Benz.
That's crazy.
How do you feel about those?
I feel like it's okay for them to give them because somebody else already has them. Like, doesn't Europe or something?
Japan and Europe got it first.
Right. So I feel like to make it equal, I get it. But I know that you had said this before to me in private that if you wanted to play real cars...
Play Forza.
Or
Need for Speed.
If
I wanted to race a Mercedes-Benz...
Drive Club.
Yeah. If I wanted to race a Mercedes-Benz, I would play Forza, Need for Speed, Drive Club. If I want to race a Caterpillar ATV, I'm going to play Mario Kart.
Right.
Or if I want to race, a giant shoe, I want to play Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That is everything I want. Granted, they look awesome. They look super fly. I'm going to be honking, staring at Peach, you know.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get a reaction out of that one.
No.
But I think it's a cool addition. I think it's a nice step forward for Nintendo.
So what did you think when Mario Kart 8 came out? Because
I bought the Wii U.
Yeah.
I bought the bundle.
I think that was... You were not the only person to say that.
Nintendo's Wii U consoles quadrupled with Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Quadrupled. They beat Xbox 1 month. Xbox One, they beat the console sales 1 month with that.
I mean, Mario Kart 8 is epic. I mean, it's fun.
It's everything you want.
It's everything you wanted in a Nintendo game, and you finally got it.
I mean, there is online. There is competitive.
Yes. You can create your own competitions.
Yeah, exactly. I think the whole tournament thing, that's so much fun. I just go, like, I watch streamers, and I'll just join the tournament, and I'll be racing with them, seeing myself on the stream, seeing them yelling at me for hitting them with the red shell. It's the greatest thing ever.
It is. I think definitely Nintendo has said that we're not going anywhere.
But I mean, I think that's what makes them a legend. They're like, this is how we're gonna do us.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna be pushed around by mainstream people. You know, we're gonna do us, and
we
this
were
is
here
how
first.
Exactly. They're the crazy toy makers, and they're gonna do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, and people are gonna get on board. They might take them a little bit. But
I mean,
they're gonna get on
like
it.
3DS last year 3DS was the most selling console.
And you know why? Pokemon.
But I mean, who cares? That's crazy. To say that Nintendo sold the most sold console in 2013 with a 3DS, a handheld.
And in the age of smartphones and iPads and tablets.
And consoles, it's just like, but that was their biggest competition, was tablets and iPhones and everything like that, and they just blew that right out the water.
Speaking of consoles and tablets, or tablets and smartphones,
okay.
What's your remarks on the whole console or the whole tablet type gaming? I'm doing the quotes to the podcast.
You know, they actually released Monster Hunter for the iPad. Mm-hmm. A Monster Hunter Frontier Unite, I think it was, for the iPad. And I've heard people already putting 60 hours into that game. That is amazing. That's cool. Personally, me, I don't see the point in iPad gaming if I have a 3DS. Right. But then again, if I couldn't afford a 3DS and I just had an iPad, if I had my mom's iPad, you know, I'd be like, Mom, let me download this game. You know? That would be my fix. You know?
Yeah.
As I scratch my neck. I need my fix, man. You know? Personally, I just don't think. Since you brought that subject up, BioShock, the very first BioShock is coming to the iPad.
Really?
Yep. To iOS devices.
The problem that I have with iPad tablet gaming is the controls.
Well, they do have controllers. Razer is making a controller for tablet gaming, for iPhone gaming. Personally, I think it's cool. It's kind of like it looks like an Xbox controller in a way. Mm-hmm. But I just couldn't see myself doing that.
Yeah, I just, you know, the best game that I've seen come to iPad that I've played quite a bit of is Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Hearthstone translated perfectly to the iPad.
But I mean, that's just because it's so portable. I mean, it's like, I don't really play Hearthstone that much. I like the feel of real cards in my hand. If I'm going to play a card game, I'm going to play Pokemon in real life. You know, or World of Warcraft, the card game.
Oh, we'll talk about that later.
You know, it's just, if I want to play a card game, I want to play a card game. Board games online, like on...
Ticket to Ride.
I don't like. I like rolling my own dice. I like moving my own cards. I like drawing my own cards. I don't like having a machine do it for me.
I agree to a certain extent. I know that Stitch is a big advocate of Ticket to Ride online. She loves it. I think it's because it's quick, it's easy. She can get it,
which is
simple.
why Hearthstone is so well on the iPad. It's quick, it's easy, it's simple. You just join a game, play a game.
Exactly.
Get your ass kicked.
They do have Elder Sign iPad.
I have that.
Right.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Because you can't roll the dice.
Well, not only that.
And it's hard. I played
exactly.
What was his name? Oh man, what was his name? Yig. Yig, the Lizard Elder. And I just couldn't beat him. I had a full team. I controlled by myself. Those dice rolls were crap.
See, that's the thing that I have with tablet gaming as well, especially when it comes to like tabletop games. I feel like it's rigged all the time.
Now that you brought this subject up, I have something I want to talk to you about. Fantasy Flight just announced that they will be making an XCOM board game. XCOM. They will be introducing iOS devices into it. It'll be iOS integrated. What that means, I know it's weird. What that means is...
Puzzled stare.
No. What that means is, so say like we'll have the board in front of us, right? Mm-hmm. We'll have our characters. We'll be working to fight aliens. If you've never played XCOM, I'm sure you've seen it.
I've seen it, yeah.
It's like people against aliens.
Right. Miniatures?
Yes.
Okay.
So they'll have the board right there. You'll make your moves, and you'll put it into the iPad, and then the computer will move. The computer will move the aliens. So you are fighting against an intelligent AI.
Wow.
It will always be different. You will always be fighting an intelligent AI on a board.
Wow. Like, I'm speechless because you know what? It makes me think about games like Descent or...
Exactly. It's like...
always having content out.
Exactly. So it's like me and Stitch playing against you as the dungeon master.
Right.
And you are an intelligent, like, AI to us, you know? You are a challenge to us. You will always have something different for us. The fact that Fantasy Flight... probably the top leaders under like Hasbro and Mattel, you know. If you took out Hasbro and Mattel, obviously they're at the top. Fantasy Flight is leading the charge, hands down.
Yeah. Hands down.
They are innovators with what they do with board gaming.
Absolutely. Now that, I can see that taking off. That is a different, wow, that's like a horse of a different color because it integrates both. Mm-hmm. Like, I have no problem integrating technology into a game. I have problems with it taking away the personal aspects of a game.
Exactly. And I agree with you fully. Now, I did see something on Kickstarter, and it is getting funded. It will be at Gen Con, I believe. There's a miniatures game coming out. All the miniatures have like a base on them, and you get your tablet, and there's an extension where you plug a pen into the tablet, and you touch the pen. So say like you're the dungeon master, and your monsters will be a certain range away. So I'll touch the pen to my character, I'll touch the pen to your character, and it'll show range, it'll show distance, if I can hit you or not. It does all that stuff that you don't want to do for you.
Yeah, because that part is very time consuming.
Like, especially Warhammer. If they had that with Warhammer, I would play Warhammer.
That's true.
I don't want to have to bring a ruler out to see if I can shoot you in the face. Like, I don't... You know what I mean?
I think I need to try... Like, they do, like, our local comic book stores here. I know the big one, Dragon's Lair in Austin. Shout out to them.
Praise be Dragon's Lair.
They do have, like, Warhammer...
camps, like summer camps.
Summer camps, demo nights. That's something that we definitely need to at least look at.
But it's just so expensive.
It's so expensive.
And you have to put together your own minis and paint them.
The thing is when people come in to play Warhammer...
They come in serious.
They come
bring
in
out,
with, like...
whole backpacks.
Backpacks, tackle boxes, paint.
Full of minis.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful sight.
It's a beautiful
Seeing
sight.
all that terrain and all the ships and minis that they have and squads, that's a cool sight. You know, if that's for you, you do it. That's not for me, I don't think. Which is why I liked HeroClix.
Yes.
I know HeroClix we were a little fuzzy on. We're not very good at it.
Yeah.
But that's why I liked it. It kind of gave me my miniatures fix.
Right.
But on the other side, there is a Warhammer game called Warhammer Disc Wars. And I wanted to talk about this because I thought this was really interesting. It is a minis game, but your characters are on discs. And to move them, you flip them end over end.
I want to think that there is something similar to that around.
But I can't think of anything. I mean, I think that's so cool. It has all the stats on the little disc right there.
So it's like a miniature version of a miniature game.
Yeah, it's like take the miniatures and just flatten them down into discs.
There's not as much to worry about.
Exactly. You can just put all your discs in your little POG container that I know you got, and just there's your squad right there.
And I think that some of the bigger games like Warhammer, Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons did come out with the starter set, which I know that you're very hesitant to play with me.
Very hesitant, yeah.
But I feel like Warhammer needs to have a starter type.
They do. They do. The 7th edition just came out, and it does give you a starter thing. What it gives you in that, I don't know. I really don't. I've seen the box. It's like the size of this table, I think. I mean, it's no joke. People are serious about this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it. I see the troves of people that go to Dragon's Lair and play.
Yep.
Every night.
It's just crazy.
Yep.
I want to be part of the troves of people that go play Marvel Dice Masters, though.
I know.
Really bad.
I know.
I mean, so...
We will be doing a video on this.
Yes. I was graced enough to get a starter pack.
I was not.
I probably should have called you. I feel a little bad that I didn't call you. But I really wanted to get a starter pack. And my beautiful girlfriend, Doc Fluff, purchased me the starter pack. And immediately I brought it over and I was like, we need to play this like now.
Sit down
now and we will play this. And we played it all day.
Yeah,
that first day we had it, we played it all day.
It is epic.
It is everything that I wanted. It's like, it's just so fun. It's magic with dice rolling and superheroes. Who doesn't love superheroes?
Right, especially like us, because we like the comics and the universes.
I know
like
you're
that.
more DC.
Yes.
So, but they will be coming out DC eventually, hopefully.
Right.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
I mean, you have to understand, everybody has to understand that this game has gone sold out everywhere.
It's in its third printing, I think.
Third printing. Already.
I think. I want to say it's either second or third printing.
I'm talking the day that this game comes out, people call their comic book store and they are gone.
And they only get like 60 starter packs in. And at Dragon's Lair, if you're hearing me, if you're listening to me, hold me a booster tower, a gravity feed. But the gravity feeds are going even faster.
And gravity feeds, for people that don't know, they're 60?
It's like think of it like as a little tower with an opening at the bottom, and it has 60 booster packs in it.
And the booster packs for Marvel Dice Masters is $1 a booster, right?
It's $1 a booster, yes. And you get 2 cards and 2 dice corresponding to those cards.
Right. Like, you know, when I first heard about it, I was like, oh my god, it's, you know, deck building with dice. And I was like, I suck at deck building. But I suck. But it's okay. Not.
But that's okay, because it's only 8 people that you need to worry about.
Yeah. It definitely... I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I love it as much as you do. I really do. It's just... the fact that it's so hard to find makes me more frustrated that I can't play.
And the thing that really worries me, September 13th, Dragon's Lair was one of the chosen 7
in the United States.
In the United States. In the world.
The world.
The beautiful, this big, blue, beautiful world to host a WizKids tournament. That includes HeroClix, that includes Marvel Dice Masters, and that includes, I think it's Star Wars or Star Trek Attack Wing. Mm. That includes all of those. I will be playing in the Marvel Dice Masters tournament of that. But the thing that worries me is I can't get any boosters. I can't build my team.
Is it pre-constructed, or are they going to have boosters there that you have to go through?
It's pre-constructed. I think the part that I'm going to be participating in is pre-constructed. They will have constructed, you know, elsewhere, and you pay $5 for it, I think. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how constructed will work with Marvel Dice Masters, because you need at least 4 dice per character on your team.
And if they're not printing them out and they're not coming out as fast as everybody would like.
That's what I'm worried about, because I can't build my team in time. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm getting a little nervous.
And I don't know if they thought that it wouldn't be as popular as it is.
It sold out so fast.
I mean, we call
every day. I literally call every day.
Just to get more. Do you have any boosters? Do you have any starters? Like, I would love to have a starter kit. Right now, we're sharing your starter kit.
Yep.
But it is an amazing game, and when we do the video on the channel for it, you guys have to watch it, because it is a very good game.
My favorite game right now. So far, my 2014 Game of the Year.
There's a lot left.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot left. But, yeah. I mean, that's definitely so far my Game of the Year of 2014.
You know what? It's a very good game. Check back with me in December, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of... You know what's weird? There's a lot of video game crossovers. So I just recently found out. So there's the XCOM. There is Adventure Time. Well, that's not really a video game crossover, but Adventure Time Munchkin. Which is cool. I like Adventure Time. I like Munchkin. We don't play as much as we used to. But,
no, we don't.
There is also a Mega Man game coming out.
Oh, I heard you talk about that, I think.
A Mega Man miniatures game. I don't know how I feel about this, but I hope it's good. I love Mega Man. I hope it's good.
Yeah. You would hope that it was something with that kind of name on it. It would be decent.
Yeah, and I think the publisher who is doing this game has a reputation for not being so good.
Well, that gives you high hopes.
Yeah, so I'm just keeping fingers crossed. I just want it to be good. Really bad.
Yeah.
But as we were saying earlier, we like playing cooperative games.
Yes.
There is a game coming out called Dead of Winter. Crossroads Dead of Winter. Mm-hmm. It is a zombie game, co-op zombie game, where everyone... And it's Plaid Hat Games who publishes this, I believe. I want to say Plaid Hat Games. Don't hold me to that. It is a cooperative game. Everyone is in like a colony, and they all have one goal as a colony, But everyone has their own individual goal that they need to complete. And that individual goal can be betray the colony, kill everyone, try to get everyone killed off. Or try to help everyone, or it's just, but everyone doesn't know each other's individual goal.
Right.
So you're trying to be sneaky about it while not trying to get outcast and not fed or get killed, you know? Mm-hmm. And I think I cannot wait to play this game. I'm so excited. I watched Rodney Smith, who does Watch It Played. Mm-hmm. He has a thing with Plaid Hat where he will teach games. He will teach all the Plaid Hat games, like Mice and Mystics, which I really want to play. Mice and Mystics, Dead of Winter, he'll teach that. I want to say it's Plaid Hat. And he does it so well, and he made it look so fun, and I'm just so excited to just betray everyone.
Mine's doing nothing personal.
That is such a good game.
That is another really good game.
Is that like your game of the year, possibly?
It could be, possibly. It's so good. We have to get the reviews out for this stuff because we talk about them, but I mean, you have to see these games and how they're made and the thought process that goes with them because they are amazing. Nothing personal is just exactly what it says.
It's a gangster game where you look at each other in the eyes and you lie to them.
You lie.
You make deals and you're like, psych, thanks for that money. You get nothing.
And it even comes with like a gangster pinky ring. Like this game is
epic. The
epic.
capo ring.
Yep. This game is pretty epic.
It's a great game. It's designed by Tom Vassell and who runs the Dice Tower. And I forget his name. He was like the graphic designer, but really, I mean, he did great. And
it was a Kickstarter.
Yeah, it was. The artwork on that is great. I love the artwork on that.
They even came out with an expansion,
which we just found about recently.
Yes, so we're gonna have to mess with that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that is all the time we have now.
I think this is a pretty good first podcast.
I think so. I'm pretty happy with this.
I think so too.
Hopefully we will be back sometime around this time next week.
Yep, we're gonna make sure and try to do these. We're not gonna stick to a day during the week because our schedules are different.
Yeah.
But definitely weekly, we're gonna try to put these podcasts out because honestly, it's fun. It's fun.
We're just talking. Where we can just sit, relax, talk about things we love.
And we'll have special guests. We'll occasionally have Dog Fluff or Stitch come by if it's something that interests them. But we hope you guys like it and enjoy it. Make sure to follow us on Twitch, Twitter, subscribe.
YouTube, yes.
Subscribe to YouTube, please do. And let us know what you think of our channel. We'll take constructive criticism anytime.
Yeah, I mean, really, leave the comments. We have them down there for a reason. We love hearing feedback.
I didn't forget to tell you this. Somebody did leave a comment on...
negative or bad?
It wasn't necessarily negative.
Negative or bad. Negative or good.
It wasn't necessarily negative, but they did give a dislike to Get Bit, the video.
Okay, yeah.
Because they felt that we didn't explain what happened when we all drew the same cards. So they felt like we left some stuff out. Which, those kind of comments I get, they're very constructive. We definitely understand. So those kind of comments...
That was very early on, too. We were very, nervous and deer in the headlights and...
But yeah, definitely leave comments. Let us know if you guys have any questions. If you're going to be at PAX South, we're going to say this.
Hello.
We're going to say this probably every podcast that we do until PAX.
It would be awesome for one person.
How awesome would it be to do a podcast
at PAX?
At PAX.
Like in the hotel room?
In the hotel room of what we learned that day.
I'd love to do that. Sure, why not?
You know, we'll be there. Why not, right?
Sounds good. All right, we will geek you later. And don't forget to subscribe. We will geek you later. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, good.
Good job.